Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. We are back again today, and we're specifically going to be honoring one American businessman who happened to run for the said the governorship of Kentucky in 1975, and that man is Bob Gable. He's very irrelevant, but as I always say, a tragedy is a tragedy. Now, Bob Gable is a Republican. And he also ran against a deceased U.S. congressman deceased governor who died last year. And that man was Julian Carroll. And we did a video on him. I want to believe, he hasn't even died over a year yet. He's died like late, like December. I could recall December. But yes, Julian Carroll. Yes, he passed away December 10th, 92 years old. His opponent in 1975, dead today, has died the 29th of Black Friday. We can project, I don't think we should make a projection about it, but yes, he died at the age of 90. And today we'll be going over his electoral history. Seeing this article is very short and very small, we can go and give a good brief and rundown on who Bob Gable is so we can understand who this man is. He's very irrelevant. I don't want to make it sound like he's incompetent or he doesn't matter. He very well matters. But this guy is other than being the nominee for governor in 1975, which is the reason why we're covering this guy in the first place. This guy doesn't really have a political history. And we'll go over that in a little bit. So Robert Elodie Gable was an American businessman from Frankfort who was the Kentucky Republican gubernatorial nominee in 1975. Gable lost to the incumbent Democratic governor Julian Carroll. Carroll received 470,159 votes. That's being 62.8% of the popular vote to Gable's 277,998 votes, 37.2%. In 1995, Gable again sought the governor's office, but lost by a large margin in the Republican primary, with Shirley W. Palmer Ball, his 1975 running mate, reprising that role. Gable lost the primary with 17,054 votes, and he couldn't have carried a county. There's no way. 14.5% to Larry Forgy and Tom Handy's 97,000 votes, 82.4%. Forgy, as the Republican nominee, was then defeated in the general election by Democrat Paul E. Patton. Gable formerly resided in Stearns in McCary County in South Kentucky. Gable is the great-grandson of Justice S. Stearns, founder and owner of the Stearns Coal and Lumber Company. And is he the namesake of the city? I mean, I don't know. It's so coincidental. He, along with his wife, Emily T. Gable, and family, moved in 1968 to serve as Parks Commissioner in the administration of Governor Louis Nunn. He was a chairman of the Kentucky Republican Party, another accomplishment he, of course, made. In 2008, Gable was an at-large elector for the McCain-Palin ticket, which won a majority in Kentucky. Gable died November 29th, 2024, at the age of 90. So looking at his only run when it comes to gubernatorial race by general election, you'll see, of course, Kentucky was pretty blue in the 70s. Jimmy Carter would handily win the state a year later with this Kentucky gubernatorial race. You'll see mostly that, seeing the pattern here, Mr. Gable managed to perform best in the southern Kentucky. You'll see here, colors are more darker, more cluster of counties here. It's this one county right here. I wonder if that's where Stearns is. Let's see. although he said he was a businessman from Frankfurt, so you would think this wouldn't really make much of a difference. Okay, McCreary County. Okay, yeah, that's the county. So, interestingly enough, 70% of that county makes sense. What's so special with McCreary County? Not the most Republican county, but you'll see a lot of momentum in that said county because they got their guy, Bob Gable, running in that said gubernatorial race. So, huge improvement. Well, let's see how that county voted 4 years ago. Yeah, you'll see it's in the 50% range. You'll see other counties like right here, they're more 70% in. Ironically, what was considered to be Republican, you'll see Jefferson County, that holds, of course, Louisville, Kentucky. That county handingly went to Julian Carroll, interestingly enough. Frankfurt went in for Carroll by 80%. So far, so much for being a businessman from Frankfurt. Well, then again, you got to remember, was he born in Frankfurt? No, he was born in New York. But yeah, it's confusing because he said he was a businessman from Frankfurt. But apparently, this man, of course, he formerly resided in Stern. So he may have not permanently stayed in Frankfurt. That's what it's looking like. It's not his permanent home. But what it's looking like right now, like people there obviously remember him. The county voted 70% in his name. So that is pretty ironic there. But other than that, there's no real we can absolutely take a look at that Dave Leap's election atlas to see if they do have that 1995 primary. So let's go ahead. 1995, Kentucky. This is how I usually type it in. I don't really type in the full name because I want to get to the right page. Like this, right here. I don't need to click and go navigate the page. No, I just type this in. It brings me right here. It's more convenient that way, if you will. So the governor's race of 1995, you'll clearly see. Okay, actually, are we on the right page? I don't think we're on the right. Okay, this is 1995. 1995. But launched in the Republican Party. Yeah, this is the right page. This is the Democratic. My bad. Okay. 1995. They don't have every primary in there. But yeah, he didn't carry any county. Womp womp. Larry Forgy. 82.44%. Robert E. Gable. 14.48%. At least he's carrying double digits. Something I really don't care about, to be honest. And I think, yeah, he was defeated by his former running mate, Fargy. Isn't that funny? No, it isn't funny. It was the lieutenant governor. He was nominated separately, it seems. He was in his own election, but yeah. Now that you add that in there, it's not so relevant. But anyway, what do you guys think in regards to video? We owe great, huge condolences to Bob Gale, the GOP chairman of the Kentucky Republican Party. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next political episode.